Hi guys, Monkey's Nuts comment. Oh wow, that didn't go well. Try it again. Monkey's Nuts.com here. This is just going to be a short little vlog about motorbikes and motorcycling. Things basically evolving around that. I've always been fond of motorcycling, mainly because it just looks so fun. I mean, because I do cycling, my balance is spot on really for motorbiking. And I think no matter what motorbike you get, I mean, as long as it's a motorbike and not a moped thing, I think they just sound awesome and really, really cool. I mean, my car can make motorbike noises, but it's only when, like, I've sped the video up. I mean, like, I'll put a clip in here. But I just think motorbikes, they sound just so cool and so, like, it's just that high rev line, that screaming engine noise that I love really. I mean, I like throaty noises like my car can make, like my car can make a throaty noise now if I put my foot down. But that's only when my foot's to the floor. If like I'm driving around normally, it doesn't make that noise. So I just don't want it to go loud around town and things. But with motorbikes, you get the acceleration is much quicker than with a car. So you're changing through all these gears really fast, like it just sounds really, really cool. But I mean, I did go through a stage where I did actually purchase a motorbike. It was a little 125, and that sounded really nice. The only reason I'm not riding that around now is because, well, my parents, they weren't best pleased really with me buying it, and they just don't want me riding a motorbike basically. I will do though. I mean, I will get back into motorbiking. At some stage. It's just like that will probably be when I'm not living with my parents, when their input doesn't really matter. But I mean, in terms of running the motorbike, it would have cost much less than a car. I mean, just take tax for example. It's £17 for a 125 compared to, well, 140, 150 for my car for a year anyway. It's just so, well, it's just so cheap basically. I mean, the bike that I bought was, well, I paid 600 for it. And it was a £1,000 value bike really. I mean, I got a good deal on it, but when I actually tried to sell it, I mean, I think it took me about, about 5-6 months to sell it. And that was only because whenever someone gave me an offer, like on eBay or Bike Trade or whatever it was always a really stupid price. I mean, yes, I understand people are going to be stingy nowadays and not want to spend a whole load, but people were offering me £300, £400 for a bike that I paid 600 for. Well, technically I paid 625 because it's 25 quid basically to get it off the road, because I had to declare it sawn so that I didn't have to pay tax on it. Because I wasn't insured to ride it because I hadn't taken a what's it called? That CBR? Is it a CBR? I don't think it is, no. Anyway, I hadn't taken the basic test, which allowed me to ride the bike with L plates. I had planned to take that test, but that test was like 120 quid. And my parents had words with me before I did that test. So, I think I worked the insurance out to be 200 for a year, after doing like quotes and things. But, yeah, parents basically prompted me to get rid of it. They just said, well, we'd be much happier with you having a car because it's much safer. Which it is. Actually, I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to turn around. Can I get down here? Yes, I can get down. I'm going to go up here. They just said that they were much happier with me having a car because it was much safer, and they probably, I tried to explain to them about the costs and things, but they were kind of reluctant to listen. They just thought about safety, which, fair enough, that's what your parents are there for to do. But I didn't get to ride that bike, I'm afraid. I mean, I wanted to take it somewhere secluded and private, but I just couldn't. Well, I wasn't able to, basically. But it was a nice bike, it sounded nice. It had, oh, how many was it? I think it had about 500 or something miles on it. It was a 2011 bike, so after 2 years of being sat in someone's garage somewhere, it only had 500 miles on it. I think that's what dissuaded people from it, and what people basically turned away from it because I mean, personally, if I saw a bike which had 500 miles on it, 2011 plate, I would think that there was something fishy about it, but I mean, I just saw it as a good deal, and I just went for it. Turns out there's absolutely nothing wrong with the bike. It was all genuine. I eventually did get rid of it to a trade person. I'm not going to say what the company name is or anything, because to be honest I can't really remember. But they paid 600 for it, which I paid, which, I mean, I was absolutely over the moon with that. Can't see petals. So, I mean, they're going to be happy with it because they've got basically a brand new bike with low miles on that maybe just needs like a bit of a polish on the chrome, because the chrome was kind of going a little bit, it had a bit of surface rust on it, nothing that was going to affect nothing that sort of like penetrated or anything. So literally after a polish, after like rust off or something like that, or chrome polish, it would come out nice and shiny and be sort of like really good. Yeah, I would have enjoyed that bike if I'd been able to keep it. It's just a shame that I couldn't. But I got rid of it, and then, well, actually I got my car before I had actually got rid of the bike. So I was kind of hoping I'd sell the bike sooner than I did, like before Christmas, but that didn't really work. That didn't really happen. I sold it in January. But it brought in the money basically for me to be able to basically get the fuel in it. Yeah, so I mean, when I do get, I mean, the type of bike that I would love to have is one that Royal Jordanian has. Not his new one, not his I think it's his SJ or S1000 or something, SJ1000. Not that one, not the white one. It's the Husqvarna, I think it's Husqvarna or something like that. The Nerda 900 that he's got. I mean, I think that bike just sounds really, really cool. The fact that when he's filtering through traffic in it, it gives like little pops of revs and things when he gets to traffic lights, and I just love that little noise. I think it sounds chicken. Come on, Clucky, move. Get out of the way. I'm gonna hit you. So I just love the noise that bike makes. But I mean, that's a 900cc bike, so it's gonna. To get one of those, I'll have to go through all the different tests and things to get. I think there's an A test, then there's a B test after your CBR. Is it a CBR? No, it's not a CBR. After your initial learner's test, I think you go on to take a proper one, which gives you your A licence. Then there's another one which gives you your B licence. But apparently there's loads of sort of like different weird rules when it comes to motorbikes. So yeah, it's a bit of a bugger really trying to get one of those bikes. I think you've got to retake your license after a while as well, actually. But anyway, that's something I'd love to be able to do. Have a really cool sounding motorbike, be able to go through like the lanes on it and basically just having fun. I mean, you can have fun in a car. I mean, I'm not saying you just restrict. You can only have fun on a motorbike. I mean, I think it's country roads, main roads in the country where you can have real fun on a motorbike, because you can keep up speed through the bends. You can get some lean going. It's basically like a faster version of cycling. But obviously you've got a bit more protective gear on. But yeah, it's something I want to do and something I will do. I mean, I'm going to make sure at some point. I mean, even if it's when like I'm in my 30s, 40s, I will get into motorbiking. So yeah, I mean, I follow quite a few moto vloggers who are on bikes and things. I mean, there's quite a few in. I tend to follow a few in this country, in the UK, which are, I think some of them, just a few of them are Royal Jordanian. I think that's his name. Spicy 110. Biker's Point of View. Premises. I think I can't even say the word. Oh, Specky Nerd. I quite like him because he's actually younger than me, and he's got a little Honda Grom which sounds really cool as well. Oh, and Pilot in Command. He used to do cycling, but now he's gone onto motorbikes. He's got a little 125. I think he was actually knocked off. We had some kind of accident and he's off his bike now, which is a shame, really. I mean, that's the one thing you've got to be mindful of when you're on a motorbike. You're more likely to get knocked off, really, than when you're on a push bike, because the majority of the time you're at the side of the road and you're letting traffic go past you. With a motorbike, though, you go in the same speed as traffic, and people seem to see you less than when you're cycling, which is just, I mean, it's just stupid, really. When people say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there," if you'd actually looked properly, then you would have seen. It's not a matter of not seeing or sort of like the person appearing out of nowhere, which is absolute rubbish when people say that. It's just a matter of not looking. I mean, at a junction, at some junctions, yeah, what am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying now. Not making any sense. But at a junction, at any junction, you should be visually sort of like aware of everything around you. there was a guy who got knocked off by a van because the van pulled right in front of his lane, and the motorcyclists, I mean, it was raining, well, the road was slick, so the guy on the bike he could not stop at all. I think he locked up or something, and he hit the front ring. I think that, and it was all caught on camera, and he said that it was going to be on said that it was going to be on the news or something. I think it was on bank holiday, no, not bank holiday, last Monday, I think it was on TV. I wanted to watch it, but I was away, so I couldn't really. But yeah, he had his helmet camera on, and I think the NHS were doing something with ambulances or something, because there was a cameraman there as well with them. But that driver, I think he got fine points. I don't know if he got banned or not. But I mean, the motorcyclist, he had his lights on his bike, he had all his protective gear on and stuff. There wasn't really any excuse for the guy to not see him. Yeah, today I've gone through I started at Groningen, then I went through Llanasa, then where did I go? I went to Trelawnyd, and now I'm in, well, I think this is technically Cook, but it's going into Dizeth basically. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this vlog. I am aware that they are going, that these vlogs are very long, and I mean, compared to the Specky Nerd who does vlogs which are like 5 minutes long, mine can get a little bit boring, I guess. So, but I'm talking quicker now anyway, so hopefully there'll be less umming and ahhing during it. Yeah, I'm aware that 3 vlogs ago, or 2 or 3 vlogs ago, I've said that I'm going to be uploading a vlog about tattoos and piercings, and I haven't yet, which I will be doing. I'll probably do it tomorrow on the way to college. So I'm going to say goodbye now. Not make this video longer than it needs to be. So this has been monkeysnuts.com, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye. It's like it just sounds really, really good.